Welcome to TCB. We're going to be recapping several different things. For the most part today, we're going to be talking about SnowFall. We definitely going to be talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier. And then we also are going to be talking about Mortal Kombat Delta. Was there anything that you wanted to direct the audience to do?
Oh man, so y'all know what y'all need to do. Y'all need to hit that like button, then turn around and hit that subscribe button. Gotta hit both, and then make sure you go follow New Stripe City on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch at Delta Kilo 1 at twitch.tv.
Definitely. So let's get into. Actually, we're gonna throw a curveball. Let's get into Mortal Kombat. It just dropped. T. Will, what were your thoughts on it, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, I really did. I liked it. It's a video game movie, so I'm not expecting, the 100% best plot. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, the original Mortal Kombat games, so much. There was no story mode. It was just fight and try to kill Goro. So everybody's tripping about the storyline, whatever. I kind of like what they did with it. I like the special effects. A few things, could have been explained better. I didn't like Cole's impact. I felt like Cole was a knockoff Black Panther. But other than that, though, I liked it. I can't wait for Mortal Kombat 2. So that's my take on it.
What about you, Delta?
So we gonna just tear this movie in half real quick. I like it because it is a video game movie, and most video game movies suck. But we got to break down this whole plot point. Why did we have Cole? Nobody knows. Okay, so that's the first bad thing right there. All they had to do was literally, if they gonna do this line of storytelling, take Scorpion's Revenge, the animated, and just bring it to life. Don't put Cole in there. Who is that? We don't know who Cole is. And then y'all got Melina answering to Shang Tsung. She don't answer to Shang Tsung. Like, y'all just got too many people out of place. Get Cole out of there, follow Scorpion's Revenge, and maybe it'll be good. My next knock is it was too short, entirely too short. But they only had a $50 million budget, so I can't be mad at that. If they did that on a $50 million budget, I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I'll just say my first thoughts when I watched the movie, it's not a bad movie. It's just not a good movie either.
Yeah.
For me, it was more so about the storyline. And I told Stafford this right when I first seen it because it leaked, and then I watched it. And I was just a lot of the plot points just didn't make sense. And it's crazy because I went and watched the one from the 90s. My hot take is the one from the 90s is not bad. It's not a bad movie. It's not a Street Fighter as bad as Street Fighter, and you even talk about the newer Street Fighter. It was actually better than those because they actually gave you the whole story. And I feel like if we would have had the people that told that story tell this one and then have all of the CGI and stuff like that, then it would have been a much better movie. It's not bad. It's just they could have did so much more with it, and there were just some items that just didn't make sense. It was just all right, so the way this is moving, okay, how does that happen? All right, cool. And I'm trying not to ruin it because I know Michael hasn't seen it yet, but it's just some of that stuff just there's no Shao Kahn outside of a picture on the wall.
I can deal with that in the first movie.
But no mention of who Shang Tsung is working for, no mention of the outer world, no mention of so are Kitana and them just gonna pop up next?
Yeah, because she gonna pop up. She gonna pop up next, but why do you have Melina in there and no Shao Kahn?
Why did you kill Melina this fast before she even got to face off?
She's not dead. She's gonna come back as a revenant.
Did y'all peep Katana Blade though, or Fan Blade?
Nah, I didn't peep that. The blade was in there.
It was a quick shot of the Katana Blade. It was just kind of just sitting there, and I was like, "Oh, well, are we gonna get Katana?" And we ain't get no Katana.
Yeah. So for me, that was really my only complaint. It was kind of foggy on when people got their powers, how they got them, because it's for example, Kano and all of them had the marking, right? but forever they didn't know how to do their stuff. Like it was him and Cole does it right, and then like they set it up with Kano saying, "Oh, all you got to do is kill somebody to get it." Sonya Blade kills him and immediately can use it. Like I don't know. I don't know if there's a delay. I don't know if it's as soon as you kill somebody you can use it.
It's probably about skill level and belief in oneself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But I mean,
think about like Sonya was like kind of like the person that wasn't supposed to be there, but
yeah,
she worked so hard to get all the information. I think she was already bought in.
Yeah,
but you just go in and you just like.
Well, this is what I would say about Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade's drive has always been to be better than most. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you know, she's in the world of the military special forces. Now she's in a world of cosmic entities and whatnot. So she just gonna try to prove herself. So her getting her powers quick, I don't have a problem with that. With her.
And then I know that it was a origin story, but it's just like Shao Kahn just gonna break the rules and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna start killing up people. Like,
well, Shao Kahn doesn't really come into.
Oh, not Shao Kahn. Shang Tsung is what.
Okay.
Shang Tsung just gonna break the rules and be like, there is no tournament. I'm just coming to murk y'all. Like,
well, he has tried to do that. The new timeline says that he does that. Tries to break the rules for the 10th.
Oh yeah, he's always broken the rules, but like he broke the whole like Mortal Kombat rule like like off the rip, and like he tried to do that in the 90s movie. He was like, all right, we're all going for Mortal Kombat. There's this tournament established, and then he was trying to set them up and like get them killed. I think like when they had like a lunch meal or something before the actual tournament. Yeah. So like if that would have happened. That would have made sense to me. Like, yeah,
Scorpion's Revenge. That's the same thing.
There wasn't even a tournament, bro. Like, that part of it was kind of, I don't know. It was just kind of shaky. Like, based on what we know about the outer world and how this is all supposed to happen, it just seemed like him waging a war before the tournament started like that. Just was kind of wild, but. It wasn't bad, bro, but it just had like Cole was trash. Like there was no reason to have Cole in there. Like
I think you summed it up perfectly with it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like good.
It wasn't good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I mean, I love the Scorpion get over here, right? But Scorpion couldn't speak English like the whole movie. Like
okay.
Like he spoke in Japanese the whole movie, bro.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. And I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't have a problem
with it either, but do it smarter. Make it seem like he knows Japanese and English. Don't make him say it one time, and then he goes back to like just speaking in Japanese again. Like I don't know. That was just kind of wild. And then it's like Cole is your son. You don't have like
it's not his son. It's like his great grandson or something. Like his
Nah, Cole is his son.
No.
That's not his son. It's his great grandson. Oh, because it was a girl.
Yeah.
Had happened centuries before all of that had even transpired.
Okay, that makes sense.
So from what I understand, how the mark works is it's either if somebody kills you that has the mark, it doesn't get passed to them. It get passed down through your bloodline. But in order to get the mark from somebody and it wasn't passed through your bloodline, you have to beat them in a combat status.
Yeah, I feel it. Cole was just kind of weak though. Like
weak.
It's like they took Johnny Cage, his storyline of being a washed up actor, and made him like a washed up UFC.
But they about to bring in Johnny Cage.
It was no point to have Cole.
Is Johnny Cage really that big of a deal?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a big deal.
But like, what I mean,
not on the level that they making him, but yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like on the level of like, Johnny
Cage coming. Yeah, and Johnny Cage
is not enough to make this a sequel. Like, it's not enough to make this a sequel to be like, Johnny Cage is about to come.
Like, Johnny Cage is an integral part of the MK universe, bro. Cole is not. Like,
Cole is not. I'm just saying that they kind of piggybacked off of washed up actor to washed up UFC fighter. Like that's Johnny Cage's whole like stilo or whatever. So it was that for me. And you know, Johnny Cage, when I say like Johnny Cage isn't enough to bring a sequel, I'm thinking that you're gonna show like Shao Kahn, or you're gonna show like.
Well, that's where he's gonna come at in the sequel. It has to. Otherwise, it was no point.
Kung Lao getting killed off that early. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, but bruh, Kung Lao was trill. Like I don't know.
He might have been more trilled than Liu Kang in this, man.
And this is the
he might have been more trilled than Liu Kang in this, man.
And this is the other point,
Liu
bro.
Kang was kind of soft.
Raiden was like, "Oh, I can't interfere," but like Shang Tsung is literally doing whatever he wanted, like
because he said, "I'm not risking getting killed by the Elder Gods. You can, I'm not."
Right.
But
yeah,
like,
is
Raiden part of Earthrealm, or was he just like?
No, he is the guardian. He's the guardian of Earthrealm.
Okay.
Not the guardian of Kung Lao. Apparently, he just Kung Lao was just getting murked
Hey, where
up.
was Raiden though? Where was he in that scene?
He can't interfere in any.
How could Shang Tsung just take his soul like without even beating him? Like usually you fight him and then he takes your soul at the end. But like he just was like, "Give me your soul." Like I'm not even fighting you. I'm gonna just grab this dude and take his soul.
Come here. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not like how they did Liu Kang versus Cabal.
I
was like,
the first time
random. It was random. They ain't have no prior beef. Nobody really knows why they fighting or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Cabal was like raw as hell.
I like Cabal, but really, Cabal originally was supposed to be on the Earthrealm team. But for this movie and the changing all the timelines and whatnot, they put Cabal on the other side. But I think when he comes back, because everybody that you saw die in that is going to come back.
In the movie?
Yeah. So they have this thing called Revenants, right? So Noob Saibot is going to come back, and that's Bihan, which is Sub-Zero. Melina's probably going to come back as a Revenant. And probably Cabal. I don't see Goro coming back, but they definitely gonna bring back Melina because like that's Shao Kahn's like number one.
Kano's my favorite character.
But like, Kano is always meant to lose to either Johnny Cage or Sonya Blade.
Sonya Blade, yeah. Because Sonya got it out for each other.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm cool with him not coming back. But I know Melina and Sub-Zero are definitely coming back.
Yeah, I can see him coming back as Noob Saibot. Kano stole the show to me. Like Kano was
best character.
I like how they started him off on the good side, and then they showed why he would go to the bad side. Because even though he was already bad, he tried to like turn over a new leaf and help them. And then they had a scene at the table where he's just like. They're like pretty much making fun of him, like you weak, bro. And he's like, you know who I am? Like I'm Kano. And then the other dude, Cabal, reminds him who he is. And then he goes on that side. But he was just hilarious, bro. And then the way that he died was hilarious too with the gnome or whatever. Because he was like earlier in the movie, he was like, I hate gnomes, and then that's how he end up dying or whatever. But overall, like I'd probably say like 7 out of 10.
And I was gonna say the same thing for especially for a video game, the movie, 7 out of 10.
Yeah. All right,
I got a question. They never had like Mortal Kombat comics and none of that. They don't have no story.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gotta have a story.
But
they got a story.
After a few video games in.
I mean, let me just put it to you. In the last 10 years, they've had comic books for sure. I know that for sure.
It's one of those joints to Michael where like they almost kind of had to do what they did with the X-Men, where they got to go back in time and change stuff because certain stuff between certain games didn't make sense. So like this last Mortal Kombat game that they had, it was about them trying to like change everything because a lot of the storyline didn't make sense. Like. There was parts where Liu Kang like died and went evil and all kind of like
he became a revenant. He became a revenant. Yeah,
they had to change it all up. There was like a whole bunch of stuff that was different because like in the second game, Sub-Zero is back, but it's like his son. They had to change.
So Sub-Zero, Bihan, the one that we saw in the movie, which is the first one we saw in the first Mortal Kombat.
Right.
He is Noob Saibot. So he is technically dead and came back to life as Noob Saibot. The Sub-Zero that we all know and love after the first Mortal Kombat is Sub-Zero's brother.
Oh, yeah. Well, whoever he is, son, brother, that dude with the red scar is like different. The one that doesn't really wear the mask like that. He's the one that's not evil or whatever. But yeah, I mean, they got a bunch of different ways they could go, but we got to talk about SnowFall, bro.
Oh man,
we gotta talk about SnowFall and this finale.
Let's let Michael go first.
I'm gonna let you
let
go
Michael
first,
go first, bro.
What you thought about that SnowFall finale and just SnowFall in general? Because nobody heard your thoughts on the season.
My thoughts on the season.
Just your thoughts on the finale, and I guess your thoughts on the season first, and then the finale. That's cool.
The season was cool. I mean, I thought it was like Staffa said, and he said it had probably one of the best episodes of the series. I'd say, when they started wiping out Man Boy and pretty much everybody got killed in that episode. I think the season continued on and continued in a positive way as far as like the show goes. The last episode, y'all gotta mind my voice. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but you gotta mind it.
You good, bro?
But the series finale, it was cool. It left some some questions. I don't know what happened with Alton. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen in the future as far as his empire's kind of crumbling. He's losing his soldiers. He's losing his family. His dad and his mom went away. You know, the CIA agent was there in Cuba. It's a lot of unanswered questions. So I like the way they left it off. I think it was a good end of the season finale. I think it was a good season overall. Definitely entertaining, and I'm satisfied with it. That's pretty much what I got.
No, I'm with you. I mean, to me, I kept telling when I was watching it with my wife, I was like, nah. I was like, he's not free. I was like, he's saying that he got to leave so he can go to Cuba and take care of Franklin's dad. I was like, I knew that was coming. The only thing is, I don't know. Like you said, it's a lot of unanswered questions. Did he kill his mom too? How is his mom gonna react? Everybody's gonna pretty much know, and I feel like that's why I say, did he kill his mom too? Because everybody's gonna know who killed his dad. So it's like, right. Is he gonna just leave? You can't just leave her there. Like immediately, she's gonna call Franklin. Franklin's gonna be like, he killed my dad. Like who else would have followed my dad to Cuba to do that? So I kind of want to see what that's gonna be. The other question we was talking about in the chat too: how long has Franklin been walking without this cane? Like how long has he been faking with the cane to make it seem like, you know what I mean? Like he's really weak. I love that though because it seemed to reveal a lot of people's character. Like a lot of people turned on him this season when they saw him weak. They kind of questioned him and like went against him all because of that cane. And it was like, oh, well, this whole time I've been straight. But y'all think like, I wonder if his mom still think that is he bold enough to use the cane around his mom, making her, or did she already know? Like those are things that I need.
Nobody knew but him, bro.
I'm about to say he probably had to keep the act up the whole time.
How long do you think he been, like you said, how long do you think he's been okay to walk? Like
me personally, I think the night that he came back to Jerome's shop when they was all arguing and he just showed up, I think he been cool since then, bro. Like honestly, I think he been cool since then, bro.
I think so too, bro. I think so too. When he first showed up with the cane,
yeah, bro. I think he was cool since then, bro.
And you gotta think about it too. Like that's what made Man Boy think he was weak.
I was thinking to myself though, he didn't get shot in his hip or his leg, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a spinal injury, he wouldn't be able to walk. So, why are you limping?
I think he did get shot in the leg, though. I think she shot him in the leg.
Oh,
I don't remember where he got shot.
Crawling. Yeah, he started crawling.
Yeah, I think she did shoot him in the leg. But that scene at the end was probably one of the best scenes of the season of him and her.
But I need somebody to explain it to me because it's like I know how they emphasize the fact that he let go of the cane. Like they like zoomed in on it. You see him put the cane down. Like I was like, what the fuck does that mean though? Like I got it. I get it, but it's like, why did they? Like, what was the point of it?
I think the point was that he's been faking this whole time. I think it's like, oh, like right when y'all think that, like Jerome and them leaving him and stuff because they think that he's weak and all of that, and it's like, nah, I've been on 10 this whole time. Y'all just think that I fell out.
Well, I don't think they left him because he was weak though. I don't think that's the reason
they just went out. They won out. They won.
It don't make sense to me with Jerome, bro. You talking about you wanted to get out of the game, this and that. Now is it that you just wanted to get away from Franklin? Because before you was, I see how this game is going.
He want to run it his way. He want to run it his way. That's like, okay, but I got two grown ass nephews, bro. Like, and that's me like being on them, like, bro. Let me go run my business like I want to. Like, I'm older than y'all. I'm a grown man. Let me go do my thing. Like, that's how he looking at it. And you got not my wife shot, but my main girl shot. Like, bro, let me go do my thing over here and you do yours over here.
But you also have about this too. Like, when it comes down to it, he kind of want to get that separation between him and the CIA. Because he knows if he working directly with Franklin, he knows that Franklin working directly with the CIA. That's way too close. If he just get that little bit of separation when he working for himself and just using Franklin.
And I'm still coming to cop from you. Like, and I'm still coming to cop from you.
But it's kind of like what Ak was saying, where he was like, because if you watch Jerome during the season, he's one of the few characters that shows like that empathy. Like, he's one of the few characters that really seems like he don't like tearing down the community. He don't like tearing down his own people. So it seemed like he just wanted to run his rim shop and get out the game. And then all of a sudden, his wife, he didn't even want to do his. Remember when they went to Arkansas? Yeah. She was like, arguing. Yeah, he didn't even want to do it. So now all of a sudden,
go ahead.
Like,
my bad.
That's all I'm saying. But all of a sudden, it's like he want to be a fucking kingpin. And Arkansas was like, what the fuck? What happened?
The way I look at it is this. Like, yeah, he was like that, but he gonna roll with his girl. Like, at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about Jerome, but he gonna roll with Louis. So he probably made a compromise. Like, look, if we gonna do this by ourselves out in Arkansas, doing our own thing. We can still go cop from him, but we ain't gonna be dealing with the mess that he dealing with.
But and I get that. But when you in the drug game, that's not just like restricted to Franklin. Like, you're gonna go out and you're gonna come across some man boys or some scullies in Arkansas. Like, Franklin, like, that's just the game. So to me, like, it was weird because he also said on one episode, he was like, the game is changing now. Like, y'all young boys is more wilder and stuff. Like, it's not going to matter if you go to Arkansas. Like, they still going to run stuff the same way just because that's just how the game is. So, like, if somebody get the drop on them on Arkansas and they know that they moving everything, like, there's still a chance that they could get killed. There's still people that's going to ride on their turf. There's still stuff that you're not going to be able to do there that you still would have been doing in LA. And with Franklin, at least you protected by Franklin and the government. So, like, yeah, they want to get away from the government, but at the same time, do you really want to? Because then you don't have that get out of jail for free card.
But see, like, also,
air quotes on that.
You know, if you really think about it, though, he was really mad at Louis for bringing it to Arkansas because he was like, why you keep telling them that, like, this gonna be all right? Like, it's not.
Yeah, he didn't even want him to bring it there,
bro. You've seen firsthand what it's done to South Central. Like, bro, you've seen this. And you know that this ain't nothing but bringing a whole wave of just poison into a whole nother place. And you telling these people like, oh yeah, it's cool, like da 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 da. And then even the Arkansas people should be like a little freaked out about it because they're like, bro, like, this is something I can't even touch. I can't even try it. I try everything else I sell, but I can't try this. Like, it's like supposed to be like that, bro. Like, but you know, money.
Yeah, but like I feel like what Stoffer said is true. Like, well, I don't know. I feel like they gonna end up going to Arkansas, and they not gonna have that protection. They don't know Arkansas like they know LA. They don't have the same people like they do in LA. So I feel like what Leon said was true. Let them go, do their thing. They're gonna end up needing you more than they realize, because it's not easy to escape Franklin. I just don't like the fact that Franklin is always on some selfish ass. Like, I'm gonna get them in line, and you gonna stay here, and you gonna keep doing what you're doing. It's like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, Leon killed him. What?
Oh no, I said I feel that too. What you saying?
Yeah, like, Leon killed a little girl, bro. Like, he killed a girl, and clearly his head ain't in it. Your aunt and your uncle and your aunt, they're not in it because they want to go branch off. Like, let everybody do them. They're gonna come back. I just feel like at the end of the day, Franklin is very intelligent. He's got power because he has Reed, and he could always find more soldiers. Now, can he trust everybody? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's why he wants to keep them around. But I just feel like he's going down the wrong path. But I also feel like one of I don't know which one of y'all said it, but I feel like Reed would not go all the way to Cuba to not kill Alton. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So next season, I feel like it's gonna be Franklin versus Reed. If he kills his dad, it's gonna be Franklin versus Reed the whole season.
I don't think that's gonna happen, man.
He definitely killed him. Why would you jump on a flight to go to Cuba to not kill him?
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying I don't think Reed. I don't think Reed is. I mean, I don't think Franklin's going to be the one to be pushing the issue with Reed. It's going to be more so his mom, because I don't think he's going to kill his mom. Reed looking at it like this: if I need to, I can get my mom in line, but I can't get my dad in line. So I'm going to kill your dad, and then if your mom has something to say, you can get her in line. So, me personally, I feel that Reed, if he kills Alton, it's gonna be his mom pushing like, we need to get Reed, we need to get Reed. But at the end of the day, for real, your dad put himself in that situation. You gotta live with that. You know what I mean? Like, he jeopardized everybody's freedom. Everybody.
But the last episode showed you where Franklin's loyalty lied, and that was with his dad. He pulled up and was like, "If you
after his mom got in the way."
So you think the only reason he did that is because his mom was there?
If his mom wouldn't have been there, he would have let him cap off.
Nah, because he was looking for him.
But
what's popping, Kermit?
Hey,
what's popping, Kermit?
This man, he could have had him off. And when Reed asked him, like, "Hey, what about your dad?" Like, bro was trying to, he still was trying to talk out of it. He never once said that he was going off his daddy. Like, the whole time he had been trying to do stuff to save him.
Yeah, but he went to the radio station, so now I gotta do something.
Nah, but he was looking for him the whole time, the whole episode.
And then when he found him, he was just like, "Get the fuck out of here. Get your bags and go." Like, he didn't want to know where he was going. He didn't want to know what he was doing. He was just like, "Go." He was telling him to leave. And then he knocked out Franklin, and then Franklin woke up, and all that bullshit happened. But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah,
you could be right.
Wild.
You could be right. I feel like she left. Reed came in. He probably killed Alton, however you say his name. He's gonna come home, or she's gonna come back, see him dead, call Franklin. And it's gonna be.
That's why I think he killed her too. Like, the type of person Reed is. He not leaving nothing up to chance, bro. Cause like,
I don't think he gonna kill the mom though.
I don't think he's gonna kill her. But if he does it, then it's really gonna be Franklin versus Reed. Can Franklin survive without Reed?
No.
That's a question.
No.
Yeah, I think he can. No. I think he can. This is why I think he can. Reed is already on the outs from them. So like, all they want.
So it looks like.
But he could finesse and get in good with that dude. Like, the way Franklin can talk, bro, he don't need Reed at this point. Like, he's the person moving the product. So if they're supplying him the product, I think Franklin could probably move it and do what needs to be done with it.
I would agree with that.
If Reed wants Franklin dead, Franklin is going to be dead. I don't care.
And he will kill everybody who gets in his way, including dude that's running the operation right now. That's why I say that. No, Reed is taking out everybody. You can't take that chance with him. You see throughout the show that he eliminates all threats to him.
That's cool. He don't realize Franklin is a threat though. Remember, he was like, where did they get all of this evidence? Franklin had the evidence.
No,
bro.
He didn't.
He did. Bro, y'all don't remember that Franklin collected the evidence on Reed to get his true identity?
Reed got it from the DEA agent though.
Bro. He was like.
He got it from the DEA agent.
What was the stuff that the cop from the first season stole from him? It was
that was DEA. That was the DEA shit.
But Franklin had it. Franklin had some stuff because remember when they first was like
Franklin had like the whole. Franklin had the whole booklet full of information on Reed Thompson. She did get it from the agent. The DEA agent came to her and was like, I heard you looking for me. I got everything you need. You just got to make it. She got to be able to prove it all." Franklin had the paperwork. She had the paperwork. At the end of the day, Franklin is very smart. He's very resourceful. Him versus Reed would be like a good ass season because they're both gonna do it by any means.
Right.
Reed is not untouchable to me. Like
he's not.
He's not untouchable.
He don't even know that Franklin gathered all of that evidence on.
All I'm saying
Look at
is,
Trey. What you got?
He moving a little untouchable right now, though.
Reed is an assassin, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
Reed is low key on his Tommy stuff, bro.
But y'all talking about look at the people he killed though. It's normal people. He hasn't.
Nah, bro. He killed dude that was from Nicaragua. He was a trained killer,
bro. Who's the dude?
He killed the DA. No.
Bro, dude took his money and he didn't do anything to him. What's up?
Who?
Dude took his money and he ain't do anything to him.
You talking about Avi?
Avi.
He need Avi though. He need Avi. Bro, that's the only reason why he's not going.
Franklin outsmarted Avi already before when he tried to.
I'm not saying he can't outsmart Avi. I'm saying as of right now,
he can't.
Avi is living and breathing because Reed ain't decided I don't need him no more.
That's all I'm saying.
But didn't Reed?
Reed is an assassin.
I'm not taking away that Reed is. I'll give Reed that he's an assassin. I'll give you that, Trey. But didn't Reed try to do something to Avi already? Then he was trying to kidnap the one dude to torture him, right? And then
he pulled up on him.
That's what I'm saying. But didn't Reed get knocked out or something? Something happened to Reed where he ended up with like the cartel, or he ended up with. Remember how he ended up with the girl?
Oh
yeah,
he went down there to go find the guerrillas and of the Nicaragua, like the stuff that he was funding, and they was already dead. That had nothing to do with Avi though.
I'm trying to say, didn't Reed get knocked out though? Didn't Reed go after the dude, and then Avi and them knocked his ass out? Because I remember they came in the doorway. Avi was standing in the doorway. At the end of the day, I like the Reed is a assassin angle. I get it, Trey. He's a murderer. He's a killer. He's smooth with it. He got the lady, made it seem like she crashed the car. He's made everybody disappear. Yes, I give it to him, but he is not untouchable at the end of the day. Franklin has been able to find a flaw in everybody. And
there's always a character in the show who's Teflon, though.
The reason why Franklin hasn't touched him, though, is because of his connection to the government. He's worried about his superiors. Like, you can't kill Reed Thompson and the rest of, his superiors don't come after you. But if he's on the outs with his superiors, this is the perfect time to touch Reed Thompson.
This is when he's the most dangerous. You backing him into a corner.
I guess, but at the end of the day,
low key, he like the early version of Jason Bourne right now, bro. He looking real untouchable. He's real untouchable, bro. Real talk.
I mean, he's messing with people like reporters. He ain't messing with Franklin Saint. He's not messing with Franklin Saint, bro.
Bro, he's not dealing with.
Like that swole Mexican dude might kill him. He might come at him the wrong way. And he just snap on him.
You see what happened with the Nicaraguan dude, bro. He was a trained killer too. He said, "You know what? I'm alphing you." Boom. And if he really wants, and let me tell you something, from what I peeped, Avi is former Israeli Mossad. Now, if they put in that innuendo, that was foreshadowing into the whole show. Everybody knows who Israeli Mossad is, bro. Avi is a trained killer too, a crazy one. He might not be as smart as Franklin or Reed, but he with the shits too. So I'm just saying, like, I mean, he dealing with people that ain't playing. Like, and he taking them out.
I'm not saying that they're tactical and all of that. That's cool. But let's remember when Franklin set old girl up, like, all right, meet me here. The whole time he already in the house listening to the conversation and he got the drop on you. That's how he's going to do Reed. It's not going to be some, I'm coming with Navy SEALs to get you. Nah, it's going to be some, I set you up and somebody got a gun to your head and it don't matter what combat moves.
Department.
You said, what's up?
Reed knocked off a whole police department.
That's cool. I mean, that's cool, but them police were stupid for even messing with him on that. Like, that didn't even, for me, it just didn't make sense that they just wouldn't take the money that he was offering them and just decided to take it that way. I'm not saying Franklin's coming in with a whole bunch of goons and gonna shoot him up. Franklin's gonna have his trained killer with him. He's gonna make it look like something that it's not. And then by the time Reed realizes what it is, it's gonna be too late.
I don't know if Peach is sneaking up on Reed Thompson, bro.
Yeah, but then what happens to his empire when you kill Reed, or there's no more Reed?
That's why I think it's gonna. This is what's gonna happen, bro. If Reed continues, see, you got to remember, Reed has been messing up the government. He's making them look bad. Franklin could go to the government and be like, let's take care of Reed Thompson together. I'll still keep selling the drugs. Like, he could easily do that. Like, let's take him out together. All right, bet. Let's set him up. That's how it could potentially end. They get Reed Thompson out the way. They continue doing business together.
Man,
Franklin is the one pushing it.
Stoffer, you can't tell me Reed wasn't vulnerable when he was all drunk showing up at Franklin's club and shit, asking around for
That's
Franklin.
what I'm saying, but he's more dangerous when he's like that. That's what's crazy. Think about it. Bro, he was vulnerable, but guess what? If somebody would have walked up on him, bro, it was gonna be some Jason Bourne shit.
You don't know that
he was
Franklin
gonna act like he was
name,
too fucked up. You said
you
what?
don't even know that Franklin know his real name. This whole time, Franklin knows his real name, and he's still calling him Reed.
Right? Because that's why he asked him. He was like, "Well, how does your dad know all this shit?" Remember? Because he was like, his name's Reed Thompson, but I know his real name. And he was like, well, how the fuck does your dad know all this information?
Franklin know the name already.
Because Franklin got the drop on that man.
He got more stuff on him too. They just not showing you. Like, he got a whole file that he collected on Reed, and he acting like he don't even know Reed like that.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with somebody like Reed, man.
Because somebody stole his information or something. Didn't somebody steal the information Franklin had on him?
Yeah, Andre
stole it. Yeah,
exactly.
But I'm saying this to say, somebody like Reed Thompson being backed into a corner is not a good thing, and we're seeing what happens when that happens.
Oh, Franklin knew that was gonna happen. He told him, he was like, "You gonna threaten like Reed? Like that's not gonna end well for you." Like, he tried to tell the reporter. Yep. But yeah, he's not gonna do it. The only reason that he's keeping Reed is because Reed is his connect. Once it's a point where Reed isn't like the connect or whatever, that's when he gonna make his move, I think. But
I mean, technically, he not the connect, so we gonna see this next season.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what I'm getting at. Because the white dude that was working with the Mexican boxer dude, the dude that was bringing him the drugs, like, he's the plug now in reality, right?
Yeah, it's still working for the CIA. Yeah,
they all work for the CIA, but it's like Franklin really don't need Reed no more.
That's what I was saying. He don't need him.
But look,
because all he got to do is meet that white dude and be like, "Look, Reed is fucking y'all up." Like I'm saying, Reed is slipping. He's starting to crack. We can get rid of Reed. And me and you can do business, especially if the nigga kills his dad. It's like, because I don't know.
And that's what Reed gonna pop up like. So you thought you was gonna go behind my back? Or you thought you was gonna go behind my back? Bam! Kill dude, the white dude from the other white dude from the CIA. Now what? Oh, so you thought you ain't need me? Everybody need me. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Remember what he did? Remember what Franklin did with Andre's partner? It's gonna be the same thing with the CIA dude. Like, we just gonna work together. He killed Andre. Like, he got Andre's partner to work with him right after he murked Andre himself.
I don't disagree. Go ahead.
Right. So that's the only thing is Franklin's value is up there just because they could go and try to get another kid from the hood, right? But they're not gonna get another Franklin the same. They're not gonna have somebody that can move the product and all of that, like with no issues and all of that, and bring them the money that they want. So that's what's giving him the value. And I don't even think Franklin has realized that Reed isn't the plug, and that's why he was like, it's gonna take a couple of weeks. Because Reed realized he ain't got the plug anymore. But once Franklin realized that, that's when it's going to be a problem.
Let me ask you a question. One of y'all probably can answer, because I never really understood this the whole time. But what was the whole point of the CIA doing this shit? Was it to really bring that
wars? The fun wars. Like the Nicaraguans and Panama, Grenada.
So they're selling drugs in America to fund wars in other countries?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like they're allowing it to go on. So the money that's being sold to the drugs are going to like these outer countries to support this fight against communism that's supposed to be taking over these countries or whatever the whole thing was. Then
So you mean to tell me we don't have the CIA didn't have any money that they could
no, it wasn't that.
It's not necessarily about that. You got a budget, right? You get a
like
budget. They have the money, but really they need tons and tons of it. So what they're doing is they taking the cocaine, they're taking it because at that point it's pure profit. I'm selling it. I don't have any overhead. Pure profit, selling it to them. And then they're bringing me back my money, which I'm using to funnel into another country. And essentially there's really no paper trail on it. Like at least when it's in government,
they don't want
a paper trail.
Right, I got what you're saying. They don't want to be known as they're funding this this war, so they're doing it under the radar. They're doing it under the books. So they're getting money illegally from selling drugs in America, and they're taking that money and then they're sending it to. Okay, I never really understood how that shit works.
Well, if you remember in episode 2, he was basically teaching him nation takedown tactics.
I had to go all the way back. Like you probably rewatched the show a couple of times. I only watched it that one time all the way through.
Go watch episode 2.
Yeah, no. But this last season, the last episode, it left you probably a couple. It left me a couple questions. Did Reed kill Alton and the mom? The Mexican dude, he got information on that girl. I don't know where that's going with her. I don't know what he's about to do with her. Is he about to track her down? How is she gonna be?
He acting real Forrest Gumpish right now, man.
The one thing I say is, Tamika, you hit on something. When I saw his mom, the way she looked at him before she got on the plane, the way they shot that whole shot, it looked to me like that was going to be the last time that he saw her. Like, it just seemed, that's just the vibe that I got. Like, and I wasn't thinking like when she got killed. I just thought like when she got on that plane, the way they showed the shot, it's like you're not going to see her again. Like,
yeah, that's how I felt when he was crying, when she was like, because he was crying and she was rubbing his face, and I was like, damn, like, you're probably not going to see her for the rest of this, like, ever again. Like, they're just going to go to Cuba, and then that's it. I
who you built like Big Pun, Quentin Slow, whatever the fuck your name is. You look like Big Pun and Fat Joe mixed together. Fat Pun. You Fat Pun, bro.
They're just trolling. It is what it is. But nah, I agree. So, Michael, have you watched Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No, I haven't, but I mean I could start watching it. But I mean I haven't watched it yet. I heard about it. My kid's mom watches that.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. We can discuss that season finale now then. I guess we'll start with Delta. What's your thoughts on the Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier finale?
I thought the finale was lackluster. The fight scenes were a little choppy, but what I loved the most was the suit, the monologue he had between the GRC and the fact that him and Bucky have kind of become more homies, as we could say. And I felt like Falcon's let me say this, Captain America's rise to that point deserved a better season finale. That's just my point. So Falcon to a Captain America deserved a better finale. But also at the same time, I look at it like this: the ending where Falcon showed Isaiah Bradley with the statue and whatnot, that hit home, and I thought that was super important that Marvel showed that in a show like this that's getting a lot of attention. Right. And we all know they were the first ones to have a black superhero in a comic book, so they've been socially conscious for a while, and I'm glad that they're continuing with that, even though they're with ABC/Disney.
No, I thought it was dope seeing Sam become Captain America as like the black Captain America. I thought the suit was dope. I thought that it was dope that he just showed up. Yes, Black Cap, like immediately, like with the new suit and everything. Like I thought that was fire. I thought, like you said, the thing about this show showed a lot of struggles of African Americans across the U.S. I thought that especially like even when it's military related, even when it's, superhero related, you still a black man in this country, no matter what. Like he said, whether I put on this cap suit or not and I hold this shield, it's going to be a fraction of people that's going to say I'm not blonde haired and blue eyed, and they're not going to like me. But I'm going to have to do what I can do because, just as a country, we should be better than this. It shouldn't matter. And I loved it because we've seen so many times, like when they come out with these movies, right, or these shows, and they cast somebody in Harry Potter, it's a black person playing like a character that was white. We all see like what the response is on social media, and like honestly, a lot of that stuff shouldn't matter. Who cares what color somebody is when they're playing a character that doesn't even exist? And we saw a lot of that, and it's almost like they kind of got on the front end of it because like everybody was gonna be like, that's not my cap. The funny thing is they had people saying that for US Agent, and by the time that they've explained everything throughout the season about why it shouldn't matter if Captain America is black, showing the struggle between black people doubting him being Captain America, the other side doubting him, and showing all of those sides of it, and him still choosing to do it, it made it so that people had to root for him. Like, it would be crazy if you don't root for Sam as Captain America, given that you're seeing everything that he's dealing with, like that it is black people that don't, really accept him taking up the mantle, or that, those struggles that he had, even when they talk about him and his mentor and stuff like that, him not agreeing with it. Like, there was just a lot of different angles that they hit on, but I thought that it was an amazing show. I thought that the finale, to me, I thought it was flawless, like, especially when he had the conversation with the whole GRC to get them to reverse their decision and talk about it and like how powerful it was. And I also like the parallel between when he was fighting the chick who was the villain, and the way that he was fighting him was the exact same way that Cap fought Bucky and Winter Soldier. Like, stay down. Like, I'm not gonna hit you. Like, you just gonna have to like keep whooping me. I love that parallel that they had between what happened with Cap and Bucky back in the day and him and her, because he didn't want to hurt her. He understood her cause, and she just couldn't understand. Like, it was like they related, but they were just on two different sides of the spectrum, and he still was able to get what she wanted done, but he just went about it the right way. And instead of painting her as like I loved when he said that, a thug, a terrorist. These are names that we kind of hear on CNN all the time, and it's, pointed towards certain people, certain ethnic groups, certain religious groups, whatever it is. And he's just saying that that's not fair. Like, look at the bigger scope and the bigger picture. And I thought that was just fire for them to do something like that in a Marvel show. Like, to me, that's what just made Falcon and the Winter Soldier just an amazing show, because it wasn't just about flying around, punching people and all of that. It was some deep messages and deep information in there, to me, just when I seen it. What about you, T. Will?
Yeah, so I definitely, I feel like they stuck the landing. I did have a few problems with it when I went back and I rewatched it for like the second or third time or whatever. The one thing I could say it was like I liked the monologue, but I didn't like the monologue just because I didn't like the monologue because I was like, okay, well, maybe this just feels like they've already been driving home this point, like this whole entire, like for 5 episodes, like now y'all need to re-say it again. But then it kind of hit me like, bro, like not everybody else is like, not everybody else is like us. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's able to kind of pick up on those type of hints because we've already been through that type of stuff, or like we know people that have been through that or that struggled through all that, right? So.
Thanks.
And the bulk of people that's watching this show ain't never been through none of that and don't know anybody that's been through that and really don't understand. So like you kind of have to say it like out in the open for somebody to really kind of understand like what this show has really been trying to get across to you, the point that's really been, bringing across to you. Now, the suit itself was raw, like the abilities of what it could do. The one thing I didn't like was like this whole thing, like the back and neck part, like the back of his head and like his.
But that's how it was in the comic books, though.
Yeah,
So I
was
can't
like,
be
that's
too
I
mad.
know that's how I looked in the comments. So you know, I mean, I can't knock it, but I was like, man, for some reason, like his ears look weird in it. Like it did not look comfortable on his ears. Like it just looked really kind of weird on that end. But like everything else, like the wings, the jetpack, the shield holder on the back, just everything else was just that was just flawless. But
it's definitely fire.
I didn't like how they revealed the power broker.
I told you she was the power broker.
I mean, I knew that we had been suspecting that she was the power broker. However, the way that y'all tell us was kind of like, come on. Oh, so you're the power broker. So you're the power broker now. I need 4
she
times
got the juice. She got the juice, bro.
She got the juice, but it was kind of raw how they did all that. But essentially, this was, in my opinion, better than WandaVision. Not as creative.
Anything with Wakanda in it, whether how short it is always better.
Yeah, and I think he might need to send this suit back to Wakanda and be like, "Hey, can we come up with something different for this?"
I think they should have made it more, black. You know what I mean? Black. You know what I'm saying? But
no star.
But he Captain America though. He gotta have a whole.
Don't mean you can't incorporate some black into that though.
Yeah,
black, red, blue, and white. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, but for me, it's like that's what he's trying to. His whole message is he's not trying to have it even be a divide. So like, if he were to do that, it just kind of makes it seem like he's just standing for one side of America just to be devil's advocate. But I think him just like don't call me Black Falcon, just call me Captain America. Like call me Captain America. Okay, like you ain't gotta put a black on it or any of that. Like I'm Captain America because we all at the end of the day are Americans. We're we might be of different races and different backgrounds, but at the end of the day we all one. And I think that's what he was kind of trying to bring home at the end. But I like the suit though. It kind of looked like the one from the comic books.
But I'm not gonna lie, to kind of drive home that point that you were saying about how like we all are Americans and like this is what the new Captain America gonna look like and all this other stuff like that. He kind of said that when he talked to Carly, and she was like, "Bro, like I'm disappointed in you, like, bro, you put on the stars and the stripes, you got the shield, bro. Like we just talked about this, bro. Like, what's going on, bro? Like." You looking funny in the light, bro.
It goes back to what I said about the conflict, though.
But then he said he was like, yeah, I'm the new Captain America, but I'm trying in a different way. You need to try a different way too. Like that was that was real. That was so real.
I mean, you right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was real. Like okay, this is gonna be something totally different. Like okay, even the part where he was like when he got knocked into the water and when he flew back out the water, he's like, hey man, you earned that ass whooping. Hey, Steve Rogers would have never said that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it's a new cap, it's a new age, brother. Like this ain't your grandma, Captain America, bro, like from the 40s.
Not to go back to MLK, but you gotta look and be like, damn, these motherfuckers work. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, that was funny. Hey, these work. But no,
that was you talking about Jack.
Yeah, these motherfuckers work.
Hold on, I just wanted to pull this in. This is what his this is what he looked like in the show. Yeah, so
I mean it was dead on from the comments. I liked it.
Spot on.
Right.
But it just looked a little, I don't know. It was just weird to me, like looking at the neck and it's just like okay, and your ears don't look comfortable enough.
But it's all vibranium, so basically he's pretty much bulletproof at this point.
Hey,
they shoot him in the cheek or something, you know what I mean?
The Spartan, the little Spartan, little tent that he made.
Yeah.
With the wings and the shield.
Yeah, bro. When he put the wings into the concrete, like that was hard as hell.
Oh, man. Hey, bro.
He might turn up next Avengers movie, bro. For real.
This is just the first. This was his first outing, bro. Like he gonna send that thing back to Wakanda. Like, hey, bro, we need to address these colors. You know what I'm saying? Get me looking a little bit cool.
Hold on, bro. They had an actual Captain America Sam Wilson Volume 1. The first comic was called Not My Captain America. They went straight at the people complaining, bro. Not my cap. That's funny because everybody said that's not my cap when they first showed U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't my cap.
I'm not gonna lie though, bro. One thing I can definitely say is I ain't like how
you
they
like U.S. Agent.
I ain't like how they try to make U.S. Agent like a good guy at the end. Like, bro, like 2 days ago, bro. Like we just broke your arm, bro. Like we just broke your arm to get the shield back from you. Now, like 2 days later, you quote Abraham Lincoln and we telling jokes about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
because he ain't. Because I always tell people, some of these characters they portray as villains or not, they're anti-heroes.
Yeah.
And U.S. Agent is an anti-hero. He just got a dark past, like killing a flag smasher. But he's still about trying to help the people somewhat, just not in the way that Winter Soldier or Captain America are.
Punches his way out.
Well, more so like brute force and force multiplication.
Yeah,
the army way. And
yeah, but that ain't
gonna work.
But that's what Lamar called him out on in episode 2. He was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to hold on or whatever, but you can't always punch your way out of this." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he called him out on that from the jump. That's why I was kind of mad that Lamar died, bro. Because like
he might not be dead, bro. More than likely, they're gonna shoot him up with the serum. He gonna come back. I'm Battlestar Lamar Hoskins. Because he get the serum too. He get the serum. No. So Lamar Hoskins gets the serum as Battlestar, bro.
hey, Lamar McCann, the new ghost, bro. Y'all about to bring everybody back.
You coming back, bro? And that's
Shang Tsung gonna bring him back, bro.
He gonna be the white Battlestar, bro. He coming back, bro.
Not
just
the
like
white
Vision.
Battlestar.
Are they doing season 2? Like they still gonna do?
So from what I understand, that's like in limbo, but I know for a fact they're doing 2 seasons of Loki.
And I heard they doing Captain America 4. Yeah, with him as Captain America. Yes, sir.
Hey,
so is Winter Soldier gonna be called the White Wolf? Running around with Gray Wolves.
We need that change.
The Gray Wolf, Captain America, the Gray Wolves.
And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I went back and watched all those Marvel movies. I like the Captain America trilogy, bro. Like,
man, it was fire. It was fire.
They was wrong.
Fired. It's probably
the Captain America trilogy was the best one.
It's probably the best trilogy, bro.
The worst one was Thor.
I have to say the worst one is Iron Man, bro.
Yeah, Iron Man is pretty bad too.
Because Thor 1 and Ragnarok.
Iron Man is worse.
Dark World was garbage to me, but the
Dark World ain't that bad. It ain't as bad as it's not as bad as Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 3 though.
To me, how they portrayed the Dark Elves, like they portrayed the Dark Elves as some goofy motherfuckers for real, in my opinion.
Think about how they portrayed who was the dude in Iron Man 3? Like
the Mandarin.
The Mandarin, bro. Like
it was a fake Mandarin. It was a fake Mandarin though. See, I can deal with it if it's a fake Mandarin,
bro. That's like
if it's a fake Mandarin. No, because we gonna get the Mandarin. We about to get the real Mandarin and shit. Oh, we ain't even talking about Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, they need to get a real Mandarin because they murdered that one.
Bro, the Mandarin is his pops.
I know, but I'm just saying. They still murdered the Mandarin in that movie, just making it like don't even put him in there. Don't even put him in there, bro. If you not, he was like the equivalent of having Cole in Mortal Kombat.
You right.
Don't even put him in there.
100% correct. 100%
hey, why did Rhodey show up in Falcon and Winter Soldier though, bro? Like, why did Rhodey even?
Because he's the other black man with a suit.
But didn't he say, "Oh, well, you'll be hearing from me soon"? Bro,
well, yeah, but he also said basically he was mad as fuck. Like, nigga, why you give back the shield? You gonna give back the shield?
And I got one more question for you, bro. There's this one superhero, y'all might have heard of him. He be in New York a lot. He be wearing like a red suit. He do this little weird thing with his arms, where like there's like a spider web that come out or something like that.
What's his name?
Something like Spider-Man.
Who was that?
Oh man, I don't know because he
They
definitely
said
Oh, is that,
might be-
is that the little kid we ran into? Was like Mr. Stark. I don't feel right.
Bro, all I'm saying is this. With all the stuff that's happening with the GRC, the world is about to end. We got this crazy super soldier lady trying to off the government, and he's nowhere to be. This is all happening in his backyard. He ain't nowhere to be found, bro. Like, what's Spidey at?
Because he is what is it? No Way Home? Is that the new one? No Way Home? Because he ain't got no way home, bro.
He ain't got no way home, bro.
Nope.
Nah, that's real. But appreciate y'all for watching TCB. Was there anything y'all wanted to say before we get out of here?
Man, make sure you go follow New Stripe City on YouTube. Go follow Delta Kilo 1 on Twitch, and also follow me on YouTube as Delta Kilo 1-1. And make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button right now for this video, and we'll see you guys next time.